picked up Brian and we're on our way to the spot. What's the backstory, Brian? What can you tell us about this spot? You
went to this spot in high school multiple times.
So like 3 years ago?
Listen, like 30 years ago. And I don't know, every time you go you get like 5-6 stone foliage. At least the parts of them. Then we detected and all you get were like 800 pounds of square nails.
But it was furrowed at that time, wasn't it?
I don't know. How am I supposed to
It's always harder to hunt the furrows. 800 pounds of square nails.
And nothing else.
5 to 6 arrowheads per visit. What is like a mile away is like a massive village though, right? It's like a massive village a mile away, and there's a lot of copper artifacts and even some fur trade era stuff, some silver, some coins. It's like this whole area is just infested with relics. And I mean, that's like what you want. You want to be in an area with a bunch of history like that. So, haven't been back in years. I think, what do you think the possibilities are? Is it going to be?
I don't know, 100%.
100% at arrowheads. What about a piece of copper? A finished prehistoric copper culture tool. What are the odds?
I've detected it multiple times and never got even a chunk of copper. But about 2 houses down the street in the field, Luke got a copper spear point.
Really? Like how big? Really?
And I mean, it all depends on the plow. Well, or not the plow, I guess, what it looks like. Because when we went, it was plowed.
So, prehistoric camp village, plus potential cabin site. Plus, there's 2 other house sites.
There was a cabin site. The owner said when he was a kid, there was like the remnants of a really old cabin somewhere.
Definitely
and
a cabin.
It's not there anymore.
I'm gonna get a large scent today at least.
Wrong.
Maybe a busty.
Wrong.
But there's 2 other house sites too, right? 3 other house sites.
2 for sure. I thought 3.
What'd you get around that one?
Civil War token.
Civil War token, folks.
Probably buttons, but I mean it's not old enough.
It's not old enough. We are kind of looking for the older stuff. I mean, I was just reading last night about a guy digging a pond in Wisconsin. He found a mammoth tusk, and now I'm like all spooled up because I know this guy is digging a pond out there, and it's like I think the first place I'm going is in the pit, trying to get a molar.
A banner stone find.
There is a rumor about a banner stone or a gorget being found there,
which I don't necessarily believe is the same spot,
but it could be. The signs are there. So we got a little bit of a drive. We should be there soon, and we'll check it out. Hopefully the conditions are good. Picked beans, picked corn. I don't care, just get me on some dirt, get swinging. I think we can find something good today. Here we are, out in the middle of nowhere, headed back to that little hump there, and I guess that hump over there. Well, the conditions are not the best. It's really furrowed up, but I just came, I don't know if you can really tell, but I just came up on this little hill right here. I'm just making my way up, and right here I got a piece of glass, and right up here I see a piece of china. So these are good signs. And I'm also getting into a lot of iron right in here, so really good signs for what we're looking for an old cabin site. It's probably pretty close to this little hill somewhere. So I'm just going to keep hunting and see if I can mark any positive readings in this rough ground here. Wow, this has probably got to be the best reading I've had. It's like really responsive. It's really solid in the copper range. Doesn't mean it's going to be copper. In fact, I got some big time doubts here. Ooh, what the heck is that? You see that? What the heck is that? Oh, is that a coin? No way. Oh, it's like a huge button. Whoa. Man. That's a big button. Why does it look so funny? It's got like, it's like copper colored almost. I wonder if it's from the sand. Preserved it a little bit maybe. Wow. Doesn't look like there's anything on it. It's just a huge button. That's old. Well, at least I got something. Man, that was just like hammering hard too. Huh. I think Brian's like way on the other side of that hill somewhere. And I don't know what time it is, but it's getting later in the day, so probably won't be here too much longer. So I just found this thing, and I'm not sure, it's got holes down there. I don't know what that is here, but something kind of crazy. I'm on a cabin site for sure now. I can see there's a little bit of glass over there. I've circled around, and I just got a bang and reading right here, and I think I can see it right down through there. Looks like a piece of, oh, it's like a big chunk of sheet copper. Yeah. Oh. Alright, so this is kind of interesting. I got this reading. It was kind of irony. It was good, it was bad. It's kind of bouncing a little bit. So I dug down. This pops out of the hole. That hole right there. Big old square nail, right? And then, always checking holes. I hit it again. This thing, I mean, that's hammering. It's hitting good. It's really solid. There hasn't been a lot of garbage out here. I'm not saying that there couldn't be some, but ooh, look at that. It's a piece of copper. Not old copper. Probably a spoon handle or something. I don't even know what it is, but it's a good reading. Right underneath that nail, right next to it. Nail was like in here. Copper's there, so MX7's doing pretty good today. What is it? What is it?
This thing hit so good, I was convinced it either has to be something really good.
It's garbage.
Well, it's right there.
You called me over for garbage. It's garbage. Oh. Did I not call this today?
Call it.
I did call. What did I say?
You said I feel like a rat tail spear's coming out today.
And that is a rat tail spear.
Even though we haven't found one in what, 8 years?
I've never found a rat tail spear.
The only other one we found is right over there.
I've never found a rat tail spear ever, but I felt like there would be one. I think the tip's missing on it. Boy, this thing just got rolled by the plow hard. It took a beating. This is the tang, and then this is where it flares out into the spear, but it's rolled, I mean, right around. And then the tip looks like it's missing the tip in there. Wow. I don't see a tip, but you could probably poke that dirt out.
I pulled it out like this. I was like, oh, it's some modern junk. And then flip it sideways.
That's really good. I wonder if DM can straighten that out, maybe.
Yeah.
You know. That's really good. Prehistoric copper culture rat tail spear. And where there's one, there's more. Wow. See it some other time. All right, we're back. We're back, and here's the finds. There are not a lot of finds, but Brian got this nice little arrowhead too. Looks like the base is broke, but it's not. It's actually made like that with that little notch in there. And we'll save that for later. I got this big button. Gold plated, gold gilded big button. And I got this little, I'm not sure what this thing is. Looks really old. It's got two little like tack things on the back. Piece of, I don't think it's a piece of a spoon because it's thicker. And then I got this, it's a lock basically, like a lock plate off a box. You can see the keyhole and where the brass keyhole cover would be. That would cover up the keyhole. It would have been down here and would have pivoted. And then I got this little broken, it's Hixton is the material, or sugar quartz, broken point. And then this big chunk of junk that I thought was something really good because it looked like it was silver plated on this side and it was all lumpy here in this corner. And it turns out it's junk.
I mean, it's old.
It's old, but it's junk. But the find of the day would be Brian got this rat tail spear point. It's in pretty rough shape, but this is the tang. And then this is the spear part, but it's all wrapped around. And in fact, the tip is missing. There's a little speck of silver right there. Silver is naturally found in copper, so every once in a while you get a point and they'll have little pieces of silver in it. There's another little piece right there. See that? There's a little piece on the edge here too. Right there. Catch it in the light. And then Brian brought down some stuff that he's found like a week or two ago. There's a key, a bunch of lead. This is actually, it's hard to see, but that's a pewter button. It's a script I infantry button from the early 1800s. That's part of a serpent side plate off a flintlock musket. That's a good find. A lot of lead. There's a copper nugget. That lead's got dots on it too. Like this odd piece with dots in it. And then another little, I think it's a copper fish hook that was bent over. Some silver wire, which I don't know what that would have been for. And this big old hog, big copper awl or mandrill, they call it. That's a good find right there. All right. That's it. Maybe I'll pull out that copper book and we'll find a picture of one in the book that's similar to this so they could see kind of what it would look like if it wasn't all bent over. Hey everybody, you just watched my friend dig up a copper culture rat tail spear point, and I just wanted to add a little video to the end of the video. It's about this really good reference book for copper culture artifacts. Title of the book is Patina, and it is a visual reference guide to prehistoric copper use in the western Great Lakes region, written by a man named Paul Shannon. I believe this book is on eBay, and I want to say, don't quote me, but I want to say that it's right around $60, and it is currently the best reference book for copper culture artifacts out there that I know of. If we get to its typology, projectile forms, it shows you basically how to tell what you have here. What my friend found was a long rat tail. So if we go to that section, which is right here, C1, you can see it gives you a little discussion about rat tail spears, and then lots of pictures, lots and lots of color pictures in this book. I mean, basically, you know, this whole thing is just color pictures. So looks like about 300 pages or more. And this is basically what my friend found, although the tip was missing, and from plow damage, it was bent over, had some extensive plow damage to it. It was wrapped around on itself. But, you know, these objects, these artifacts are just so hard to find that even finding a damaged one is still a good day out in the field. So yeah, I know a lot of people don't know a whole lot about the copper culture. There's a few good websites out there that you could check out. Definitely have a lot more information than I could probably give you at this point. So, and if you do live in Western Great Lakes, then check out the book. Like I said, it's the best reference guide out there today. This stuff is just amazing. Goes back a few thousand years. So check it out. Thanks for watching. Hope to have a few more videos 2019 with some great finds.